So in this video, I will show the step from a wingfoil beginner to a wingfoiling king and queen. So this is a recent video I was practicing tacking, and I failed many times. I make a 2 or 3 successful one. I will show the video next. So the reason I make this video is I saw some of the wingfoiling beginners and they struggle to make progresses, and that's why I feel like this type of video showing the steps will be helpful for the beginners. So I thought of me 2 years ago doing a wingfoiling. At the moment I have a Nash and also a phonetic board, and I could not fly for a while. Then I switched to dual tone echo and also Armstrong board, and I started to be able to move. Then this is my recent video. I can use an 80-liter board, and then I can easily jive without a problem. And also I also have practice doing the switching feet. So this will be the progression of from beginner to wingfoiling king or queen. So the first step is to have your knee balanced on the board and with the wing. So you want to retract the leash of your wing and will be able to balance on the board for a while. It may take 1 or 2 hours to feel comfortable to be on this. And this is I'm on my 80-liter board and feel like pretty comfortable with this one. And once you start feel comfortable, then the next step you want to do is to learn how to stand up. And stand up will be tricky because if your board is not big enough, and then once you stand up, you can easily tip over. So this is show you how to stand up. And once you stand up, you want to stand around this position, and because it's a very light wing, if your wing does not have a board size, then you will have to struggle. So I recommend board size is your weight in kilogram plus 30 and plus and minus your balance sense. And for example, if you have 7 kilogram and then you want to add 30 equal to 100-liter board. So because adding this 30, because you can see you have a wetsuit, you have a helmet, you have also wings, and etc. And also the water will be absorbed. So once you feel comfortable to stand up, then the next time you want to do is to pump in the wind puff, or sometimes the wind strong enough, you just let wind to pull you up. So this is I'm on the Bay campus. I just pump a little bit and then I can start it to fly. So you want to start it from 10 meters, then improve to 50 meters to be a long distance. Right, so you started to pump, and the moment you are so excited, you will progress from 10 to 50, and this may take 2 or 3 days of practices to really get to the level you feel comfortable. And you will try to fly as far as you can, because at this moment you still doesn't know how to jive, right? So you want to take advantage of that. Just enjoy it as much as you can. You will start to scream, shout, feel very excited. Then the next step is I will encourage to do is the Sshape, because before you do the jibing, you want to do some Sshape navigation like snowboarding. And this video in the Fred Howard Park, I show a friend is do the Sshape, and you can see my wetsuit has quite a lot of water, and that can be up to 2 or 3 kilograms. So you do the Sshape because you can see the background is moving, so I'm doing the carving. Also you can see the trail on the water. The next one, before you do the jiving, I would recommend you really move your feet when you are doing it, because in the beginning you may not stay in the right position. So you can see I'm moving my feet a little bit. Okay, this is from my front foot. And the next video showing is my back foot. And this is one after I do the jiving and also the switching feet. Now I'm taking the jive. I'm going to switch feet, and you can see I'm not in the right position. So I'm moving my back foot and into the right position. Of course, at this moment you still doesn't know how to jive and not mention, but you want to practice it to move your feet, feel comfortable. Then the next one will be a heel to toe side. of jive. This I call it first jive. In a light wind condition, of course, you will fall many times. And this is I practiced last year. And not much wind. So you want to keep some momentum when you're doing the jiving. And I have a several, 1 or 2 videos talking about how to jive. Okay, and so this one I almost can stand up, right? But it's okay, as long as you can turn. There will be a starting point. Next one, you will feel comfortable, and once you make a jive, you will continue to fly. So this one, I pump a little bit to keep that momentum and speed, and I am balanced. So this toe side flying is very tricky because it's not your comfortable position. It's very awkward. So you want to stay on this position and try to fly as much as you can. Okay, and so you just try to feel the sense of balancing at this level, and for as long as you can, and 10 to 15 meters, and eventually you feel comfortable, you can jive as long as you do the heel side. So the toe side flying, I practice a lot. I still enjoy practicing on toe side flying, even though I can switch my feet now. And I try to make the second jive, but I failed. So now the next step is you are going to do the toe to heel jive. This is the second jive. Since most people will start it from the heel side first, so you will start it from the heel side, turn to toe side, and then toe side, turn to heel side. So in the following video, I'm showing this too. So now I'm on the heel side to toe side. And this is a light wind day on the Indian Lake. And I'll try to fly as much as I can. You can see my back hand is trying to pull because there's not much wind on that day. So I'm flying as much as I can. And eventually I almost, stall. And you can see I will touch the water a little bit. And then I pump to make the toe side to heel side jive. Now I do the 2 jive in a row. Okay, so it's a heel side to toe side to heel side. And what you want to do next is to make it come back to your starting point. Okay, this is very important. I made one video to talk about that. Is you want to go from the heel side to toe side, go upwind and make the arc of jiving, and then from toe side to heel side back to the original point. The ability of you flying upwind is very important because in that case you can fly back to the original point, otherwise you will be drifting downwind. So if you become good at that, you can from heel side to toe side and toe side back to the heel side. And since heel side is our comfortable position, which means we can continue to fly continuously, then you can call yourself the king or queen of the wingfoil. So after this, you can start to learn either switching feet, or you want to do the tacking, or you want to do the jumping with the first strap, or learn any other wingfoiling techniques you saw on the internet. Now I'm learning tacking. If I become proficient on that, I will make a video to show people how to do that. But you can see I still enjoy is doing the speeding, and I enjoy that kind of rush. If you have any question, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.